What's up? It's day 37 of 100 Days of Making Comics. And I am Gazbot! Gazbot. So, I've been doing a lot of introductions, and sometimes I have to do that. Today I did 2 hours, all writing / rewriting. As I said last time, I met with my buddy Derek and I talked to Q and I had my own notes, and so I'm not done with the rewrite stuff, but I've made a lot of progress. It was 2 full hours of writing. About half of that was addressing objective concerns about clarity or restaging a shot or maybe making a page 1 panel shorter or longer, that kind of stuff. And then the other hour was more, let me add in a line here to help make this character's motivation a little more clear, or let me put in a scene here to expand upon this idea. And when I stopped, I was sort of halfway through the whole what am I going to do about this sort of big-ish change about the ending type thing. I'm definitely going to make a change from what it is, how it is right now, or how it was, yesterday. I'm not sure I'm going to take any. I'm definitely not going to take a one of their specific ideas, because they were like, hey, maybe you could do X. I'm not going to do those, but I am going to take the spirit of what they were suggesting and try to make it into something that more palatable to me and more just in keeping with the rest of the story in my mind. Like, their suggestions were fine and good, but it just wasn't necessarily exactly what I want to do. But their points were taken of the what was missing and what I could change to maybe make it a little fuller or a little more satisfying of an ending. And so I am addressing that, but I have not resolved it yet. I sort of have a list of maybe I could do this, and so suggested that, but what if I twist it this way? And I worked on it somewhat, and I think I know the direction I'm going in, but at the end of 2 hours of writing, I was like, that's enough. Like, I was ready to be done. So tomorrow I will be doing more writing, and I don't think it's unreasonable to think I might resolve it by tomorrow. I mean, at the very most, Friday, but good progress. Nothing visual to show you regarding that, but I can show you something visual because after the holidays, but I made another print sale on Etsy, and I know it seems weird that I'm like bringing up every print sale, but this really, it really is like, I don't make a ton of print sales, and so it's odd to me that once again, it's like, oh, it's been a week or two, here's another print sale, and it makes me really happy, and it's very gratifying, because it's just work that I did that I felt like I wanted to do, and put it out there, and then people buy it without me being a salesman about it, without having an art director about it, and it's, it's nice. But the piece that sold was to someone in England, and I had sold a piece to someone in Japan. I don't remember if I mentioned this, but I had set the shipping so low that I ended up not making any money on it. I basically just broke completely even. So I went through and upped all my international shipping to be higher. So I still make a little bit less on things that I ship out of the US, but I make something, because I don't want to make it so high of a shipping cost that nobody would want to buy it if they live in another country, because I do want people to be able to have my art if they want it, especially if they're willing to pay for it. So I raised it enough that I don't feel like I'm way overcharging, but I can still make a couple bucks at least. And that's what happened. I sold one in England, and luckily I had raised that price, so I didn't lose money on it. Well, I didn't break even or lose money on it this time. And the print was of the Green Ranger, Power Ranger with Dragon Zord, if you're thinking about America, or if you're thinking about Japan, then it was Burai the Green, well, not the Green, Burai the Dragon Ranger from Zyuranger with Dragon Caesar behind him, and he's playing the Dragon Dagger, or the Zakuten, I think it was called. Anyway, I'll just put that up here. So again, partially I put up the print thing and talk about that because it's part of my day and part of my life as an artist and my career as an artist and blah, blah, blah. But also it's like I wrote all day, so I have nothing to show you. So here's something to show you. So it's New Year's Eve, so Happy New Year. Probably everyone's going to see this after midnight. It's about 10:30 here on the west coast of the U.S. We got congratulations and well wishes and Happy New Year's from the East Coast. They're already in the future in 2015. We're not quite there yet, so the time travel delay continues living on the other side of the country from people we know. And yeah, so going to be a short one today, and I'm going to call it a day. The day is number 37. So, you know what's funny is if you take 3 and 7 and put them together, you get 10. But that doesn't equal the amount of days. We've got 63 days left! Ha!